Hello everybody, my name is Aaron Bears, and today I'll be doing my project for my Management Information Systems class. Today I'll be talking about evaluating website trustworthiness with local businesses in my area. I'm located in Spearfish, South Dakota, so all the small businesses around me. So let's go and get started. So I'm going to start off with the purpose of what this project is going to be about and the purpose of my analysis. So in this presentation, I'll be evaluating trustworthiness of 3 local businesses in Spearfish, South Dakota. In each one of those businesses that I'll be explaining, I will provide the customer point of view, me being a customer, what I think of it, the evaluating the trustworthiness, obviously, like I said, and I will also be identifying the weaknesses and the strengths in each one of the videos. So you might ask, what makes a website necessarily trustworthy? So when I was in high school, I was taught, obviously, HTTPS is like a source connection that definitely tells you what it's good to search up or whatever, or on the search bar it has like a little lock on the side that's also proving that it's a secure website you're on. But that's just what I learned before doing this assignment. And some other ones are reviews, the privacy policy, and the contact information on the website, so you know that the website is real and it's not fake. So, to start out with my website number 1, located in Spearfish, downtown on Main Street area. As looking at the website, the customer point of view, from me being a customer, I do think that the website is very helpful, but doesn't necessarily build trust due to limited online features and signals. I only say this because they don't really have online kind of stuff to do, which is also kind of self-explanatory. But I do think it's trustworthy. I just think they could expand their website a little bit more. The trustworthiness, it does include contact information with their email and phone number, and it also includes other apps like Instagram or Facebook to promote their businesses. Again, like I said, it includes a HTTPS website source, so I do know that the website is trustworthy. They also include testimonials about the owners of the business to kind of give them a past before they started their business and who they are. One thing that I do think it has is the strength, which is obviously using HTTPS, and I guess I didn't put it into this slide, but also adding like a testimonial in there also is very helpful, and I think it adds more of a connection with your customers. The weaknesses, I will say, they really only provide store hours and products. You can't necessarily shop online, which kind of makes sense in a way, but I would say this is very trustworthy. My second website, from the customer point of view on this one, I also do think it's very helpful, but again, not very much for online shopping, which is kind of a food place, so it does kind of have a little bit more lenience for online shopping, but I do think maybe they could add their menu online. That would help customers a lot. Next, the trustworthiness. It also appears that it is very professional. It does have a very clear business information in it, but it also can include some more online kind of things like their menu. The strengths, again, it is another HTTPS, so I know that it is a trustworthy site, and it does have good contact information, where it's located, information about the product. The weaknesses, again, limited online shopping, necessarily not online shopping, but online information, like I said, could be added. Website number 3, the customer point of view I put for this one is very trustworthy, but it mainly has more information about like fully e-commerce focused in a way. It is secure, it is professionally designed, and clearly represents a real business, which also builds a lot of trust in the area. I believe this one also has a good amount of connection with the customers to make it a lot more reasonable and have more promotion to have people come into their business, which I think is really good. This one does have an HTTPS as well, so it's very secure. They also have where it's located, the contact information, and their values. I think the values is probably one of the best things inside of this website. I think is pretty good. I think Real Deals also kind of touches base on that one as well. But yeah, I do think this one is probably the best website out of the three. But again, the weaknesses, they do have a small online option. They do have a little bit more online options, but not a lot. And I think they can include a little bit more pictures in those. But again, this website is pretty good, and I think it's the best out of the three. So, in conclusion to my project, these are the topics that I went over again. The trust inside of a business is very key to success. All three of these websites do show trust and security in their branding. I just think they could add a little bit more in their website, but again, that's not what we're focused on today. Each website obviously has a little bit more room to improve, like I said. And adding reviews and policies, I didn't really see many policies inside of these websites, would also increase customers to go into their store. Adding a policy or adding their values or their goals, even like a testimonial like that website had, I think that's really good to bring customers into your business. So, with that being said, that is my project. Thank you.